Hey everyone, Alan Linky coming on with you guys, and I am wanting to show you all how I steam clean rubber, super dirty rubber floor mats, and with using my cheap steamer 125. And this is really for those of you who are wanting to go waterless. You're not wanting to use, you're going to want to be able to go places and use just your steamer, not water, running water as far as that goes. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm inside a warehouse, and I am going to use my steamer to effectively clean these really dirty floor mats. Also guys, if there's an echo, I'm sorry, it's a big warehouse, and that's what I'm doing in it. It's a cold day in Missouri today, but with that guys, I am going to be using my just Purple Power diluted 10-to-1 on these. I'm going to be using my drill with my tire brush, and then I am also going to be using the steamer, and I have in the ejection tank, I have no rinse, optimum no rinse, and O&R, and just with diluted like very little in this 5-liter jug with just a little bit of O&R in there. So with that guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you guys how I do this. So I'm going to go ahead and start by wetting the surface down. And so I'm going to take my injection, now, like I said, I just wanted to get it good and wet. Now I'm going to take my Purple Power and very deliberately spray the whole thing. Not worried about wasting product. Purple Power is very cheap, and it's diluted 10-to-1 with distilled water. So very cheap and effective method here, and very safe. So drain that a little bit. Now guys, if you have running water, you have the ability for running water, this is going to take just a little bit longer than if you could use just a hose and be able to hose it off at the end. But like I said, this is something that yes, it takes a little bit more time, but it's very effective. And I mean, whenever you're pricing a job anyways, you're going to be pricing for the time that it's going to take you to do the job, knowing that you're using a steamer over water, running water. If you're doing the outside of the vehicle and you're doing this with tires, very similar process. Again, yeah, it's faster with running water, but if you're in a spot that you don't have running water, you're at someone's work or inside a building like this, I mean, this is very effective. So with that guys, I let that Purple Power sit on there for just a little bit. Now I'm gonna take my tire brush and just run it across here. Okay, and I'm going to soak it one more time really fast, just lightly this time, and run it across again. Okay, now I'm going to use my injection button on the back of here, and I am going to spray it down with O&R first. And I love this because the O&R comes out hot, makes it very effective for cleaning. All right. Okay, guys, and then I just take a wet rag, and a dirty one is fine, you know, just one you've been using on the interior or whatever. Just something that's wet, and I just kind of wipe it down, get any still loose articles, allow it to pick them up. And then I will take a dry one. Generally I'll let it dry, but that's okay. For the sake of this video and your all's time, I am going to just dry it off so you all can see the finished product. At the end I do use Meguiar's spray wax and go ahead and spray them down and buff it off, and it gives it that nice uniform finish. As you can see, I mean, this is going to dry and it'll have, you know, white spots here or there, just from normal wear and tear, where that Meguiar's spray wax will allow it to give it a uniform look. All right, guys, and there it is. Like I said, you can see those white spots, and it's not fully dry yet. But once it does, and I spray it down with that Meguiar's spray wax, it will look very, very uniform. It'll look awesome. And as you can tell from before, way better than it was. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus here. Here we go. But again, guys, this is the Cheap Steamer 125. Great machine. I use it on all of my work. I love the O&R injector. I will use that for exteriors. Instead of spraying the vehicle with the hose, I just use the injector. But very effective, and it works great. It does, like I said, takes a little bit longer. If so, anybody who wants to criticize that they can do it with the hose a lot faster, you're right, you can. And but you know, this is something that if you're wanting to get into not having to run off of water, not having to use electric, I have a generator as well. Now that I'm inside, I was able to plug into the customer's electric. But with that, guys, I hope you all got value out of this video, and this really helped you, because it did take me a little bit to learn this myself. So with that, guys, I hope you guys have a great day. I keep falling here. So with that, detail on and take care.